I started my dream of becoming a doctor since I was a child. During clerkship, I realized that hindi ko gusto yung pakiramdam na nagda-divulge ka ng mga sakit sa mga tao. So, at that time, I felt na hindi ako belong. So, medyo nagsisi ako that time kasi naapektuhan ako kapag kunyari, merong isang pasyente na yung kamag-anak niya, merong sakit, may malubhang karamdaman, tapos yung mga pasyente na mamatay sa harapan mo. So, that's when I thought na I wanted something different. So, yun din yung mga time na nauso yung gluta and nauso yung mga facials, ganyan. So, doon ko na-realize na ito yung linya na gusto ko. Hi, I'm Dr. Cristel Medel of Kineza Aesthetic and Wellness Center. This podcast is about skincare, self-care, and real stories behind every glow up. I want people to know na hindi lahat ng aesthetic treatments ay mahal. Hindi lahat ng aesthetic treatments ay dahil maarte ka. Hindi lahat ng aesthetic treatments ay mukhang retokada ka. Hi, I'm Dr. Cristel Medel, founder of Kineza Aesthetic and Wellness Center. Today's episode is a little more personal. Before we talk about treatments and trends, I want to share a bit about who I am behind the white coat. As a doctor, a woman, and as a clinic founder, and someone who believes that care should always come with compassion. So let's start about how my medicine journey began. I started my dream of becoming a doctor since I was a child. I pursued my medicine or my pre-med in University of Santo Tomas, and I graduated BS Biology and Doctor of Medicine from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. So after that, during clerkship, I realized that hindi ko gusto yung pakiramdam na nagda-divulge ka ng mga sakit sa mga tao. So at that time, I felt na hindi ako belong. So, medyo nagsisi ako that time kasi naapektuhan ako kapag kunyari, merong isang pasyente na yung kamag-anak niya, merong sakit, may malubhang karamdaman, tapos yung mga pasyente na mamatay sa harapan mo. So, that's when I thought na I wanted something different. So, yun din yung mga time na nauso yung gluta and nauso yung mga facials, ganyan. So, doon ko na-realize na ito yung linya na gusto ko. Is there a moment that I felt this is my calling? Yes, generally nung nag-start na ako ng aesthetics itself. So, I felt very happy each treatment na natatapos. Then nakikita ko yung pasyente na masaya sila. Unlike yung sabi ko nga before na pag sa hospital, makikita mo yung pasyente mo may sakit, malulungkot ka, maawa ka, walang pambayad, walang pera pambili ng gamot. So, doon nade-depress ako. Pero when it comes to aesthetics, I feel na dito ako belong. Kasi ako personally, medyo may pagkakikay din ako. So, every time na nakaka-encounter ako ng mga pasyente, nafe-feel ko na ito talaga yung calling ko. What's one of the proudest milestone that I have as a doctor? So, siguro when I finally decided to put up my own clinic. Kasi it takes a lot of guts. Lakas ng loob. Sugal din kasi to pag-o-open ng negosyo. So, when I finally decided to put up my own clinic, I think that's the biggest milestone as a doctor for me. Why did I start Kineza? Because previously, nung wala pang Kineza, ako kasi I frequently go to aesthetic clinics before, which are owned by nurses, business owners. I have nothing against them, of course. Pero this time, I want it to be run and owned by a doctor, and that's me. That's why I started Kineza. What kind of care I like my patients to feel? I want them to feel the care na hindi sila iba. Hindi sila iba. Yung care na mararamdaman nila na walang sugar coating doon sa mga binebenta namin or mga ino-offer naming mga services. So what we tell them is the truth and only the truth. Kung ano talaga yung mga services na kailangan nila at hindi yung mga gusto naming ipagawa kasi gusto lang namin kumita. I want my first-time clients to feel comfortable. I want them to feel secured. I want them to feel na inaalagaan talaga sila. And I want them to feel na safe sila sa bawat procedure na gagawin nila sa Kinesa. Do I feel pressured to always look perfect as a doctor? Well, at some point, yes, because I'm an aesthetic doctor. So, paano may maniniwala sa'yo kung ikaw mismo hindi mo kayang alagaan yung sarili mo? That's why I always make it a point na ako din sa sarili ko, kailangan kong gawin yung mga procedures na ini-endorse ko. Maybe not all of them, but yung mga bagay na alam ko at feeling ko na kailangan ko. So yes, I feel pressured most of the time, kaya nag-e-effort din ako. How do I take care of myself during stressful days? Ako kasi yung tipo ng tao na gusto kong mag-isa. So during stressful days, gusto ko ng quiet time. May kape lang ako sa harapan. Tapos nagre-relax with my family or even alone. Quiet time. Yun siguro. Have I struggled with self-confidence and self-image? Yes, of course. As a child, as a teenager, I had those insecurities. Hindi naman natin maiiwasan yun, di ba? Lalo na siguro nung pandemic. Kasi ito yung time na nagkakain na ako ng madami. Tapos buntis pa ako, bagong panganak. So that time I felt na parang nakaka-insecure naman. Hindi ko maibalik yung dati kong figure, yung dati kong self-care. Kasi nga may bata akong inaalagaan. Pero that's not a problem for me. Kasi ito yung mga bagay na kailangan nating pagdaanan as a mom. What does self-confidence means to me right now? It's standing up for yourself. Self-confidence doesn't have to be on the face. Self-confidence breeds deep within. So the moment that you stand up for yourself, for your beliefs, and for what you want, if you do self-care, I think that is self-confidence. What would I say to my younger self when I struggled with my self-confidence? Siguro sabihin ko sa kanya, huwag kang mag-alala, dadating yung araw, ikaw yung magpapaganda sa kanilang lahat. If there's one thing that I want you to remember about this episode is that self-care is not being selfish. It's essential. What can I say about the people who are struggling about self-care? So unang-una, bakit ka magsa-struggle about self-care? Maybe you are feeling guilty about taking care of yourself because prioritizing self-care may mean being selfish. So I want you to remember that you don't have to be guilty about taking care of yourself or allotting some time for you to have relaxation because self-care is survival. What was the biggest challenge when I started my clinic? The trust ng mga tao. Kasi as a startup, syempre wala ka pang background sa aesthetics. Wala pa silang tiwala sa'yo. Hindi ka pa nakapag-build nung ganong trust. And at that time, hindi pa uso yung mga ganito. No? It's all about Facebook, puro Facebook. So, yun siguro yung biggest challenge. Although, as a doctor, as a licensed doctor, kaya ko naman patunayan sa kanila na doctor talaga. I've undergone some training. Pero syempre, hindi mo pa rin kasi mawawala sa isip ng mga tao na magkaroon ng duda. What's one misconception that other people have about being an aesthetic doctor? Feeling siguro nila walang insecurities. Tapos, baka akala din nila yung skincare namin mga 10. Ganon. So, hindi. The simpler, the better. And we also do have our own insecurities. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning into this episode. If this helps you take one step closer to choosing yourself, follow and share this podcast to someone who needs it too. We release new episodes weekly through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Again, I'm Doc Chris, and I'm always here to remind you that self-care isn't selfish, it's survival.